Hello, and welcome to my Hunger Games map that I'm building. It's nothing fancy or anything too special, but it's functional. I think it'll be pretty fun. And I've already started building it, so I'm going to give you a quick tour. And then I guess in the future, I might post some videos of me continuing to build it. That might be nice. I built this mostly for me and my friend, so it's not going to be that much bigger than it is. And it's primarily suited for 2 people. Although, it doesn't really matter. I guess you would just have to put in more beds at the spawn. Okay, so yeah, here's the spawn. This actually did take me quite a while to do, mostly because I'm obviously playing on like an iPad. So I had to tap individually each block instead of just holding the mouse button down. That was really annoying. I had to go back and do every other block of glowstone. But it's not too bad. Here I've got some chests. Okay, let's see. Switch to flying because it's taking too long. Chickens, let's look at their names. There's Quince, Xanax, Pop-Tart, it's pretty cute. Ducky, there's Xanax again. Agatha, okay, Xanax, I need you to stop. Circle, Alex G, Hennifer, Justin Bieber. By the way, I'm not an Alex G fan. I don't really care if you like him or not, but I did not name Chicken that because I'm a fan of him. Okay, and then in here there's some chests, and it has, just some very basic gear. This is the first, layer after all. It's like a little perch, the coop, obviously like the chicken coop. Then over here is, of course, a bigger chicken coop, some eggs, some more perches. I always have to put this when I make waters like this. Otherwise, they get stuck in here all the time. And babies still can get stuck in here, especially baby chickens and baby rabbits. So beware. Alright, there's some ladder parkour up here. I'll try looking at all the chests that I go by, but honestly, I can't even remember I put all of them. I know there's one in here. It's gonna be quick. I'm obviously doing everything on an iPad, which doesn't have that much storage. Snowballs, a golden sword, not that great, but first layer. It's over here. Bread, sword. Yeah, stone sword. Pretty much all about the same stuff. And then once you're done in this layer, you can head over to the pig layer, over the wall. And if you don't know, you can just place this carpet over a fence block, and you can just jump right over it. Auto jump even. Let's see, pig names, Dottie. Let's just pick a couple. Piggy, Chrysanthemum, Corduroy, Fungus, Georgia, Hamilton, Moneymaker. Pretty cute. Here's some parkour. I'll take a shot one parkour, but I don't think it's going to be this one. And here is the inside of the pig house. Let's see. I love this, personally. Now, what I hope isn't going to take up too much time is what's coming up next. But let me look in this chest up here first. Yeah, pretty good stuff up there. But then again, it's one of the hardest to get to on this level. And there's this one, which is kind of hard to find, but the fact that it's so deep compared to all of the other bodies of water kind of gives it away. But, there's some good stuff in there. Dandelion. Pretty cute name. Yeah, I knew there would be a chest there. I'm sorry if I'm so stuffy, I have really bad allergies. Alright, let's see what's in here. Yeah, just some basic stuff. but you can definitely tell that it's like being upgraded. Oh my god. Alright. Now the last thing I really wanted to show you on this level is that thing I was talking about earlier. It's over here. And it says, no way back, beware be lost. Basically, you come down here. If I can drop down. Just close that behind me. And it's basically a maze. And I'm going to give it a quick tester run and see if I can go through it. Alright, that's a dead end. I know it's down here. So let's go down here and do the left roll. Now that's kind of cheating, but I just don't have time to do it the right way. As you can see, this maze is very long. And I don't even know how long it really is because I can't see underground. And I would have done all the walls up, but right under here is bedrock. And like then the end of the world. I just don't have enough time for that to deal with that shit. Mostly because I can't place anything under the bedrock. Alright, let's go back here. Left. Left this way. Left this way. I hope this works. Left. 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 Again. Dead end. Alright, let's go back. See, this is... I've done this a couple of times, and every time I've just used the left way, because I know that if I try to do this genuinely, I am going to get so lost. It will be unbelievable. Even though I built it, everything just looks exactly the same. Okay, that's nothing. It's nothing. I think it actually might be down here. It is. So you'll come up here. Then you'll basically get led to up here. You'll have this chest. And this is like one of the best chests that I have in here so far. I think it actually is the best chest I have so far. It has cakes and diamonds and balls of enchanting and golden apples. And see, that didn't take too long, but especially if you try to do that genuinely, which if I do this during a real Hunger Games match, I might. I don't know. And you'll basically see it from up here. And after you loot the chest, it doesn't really matter, but you can close that behind you. And then every time you come off of a roof, it also is a safe place to get down. So don't worry about that. But it's basically come up through this old abandoned house. And it's all sealed off by bedrock, and it's pretty interesting. The concept was kind of like it's an abandoned slaughterhouse, but it doesn't really matter because you can't see the inside. Showed you in there. I think there's this chest in the tree. Alright, and then now we just have to look at some of the sheep stuff, which I haven't done that much of, so this won't take very long, even though it's a big area. So I've got like the sheep pavilion here where they will come in to get sheared. And you can put them here while they're waiting. And there's just a chest. And then this is obviously where they would be sheared. Alright, let me see. Yeah, and then here's like a little sheep hutch. If you don't know, in a lot of big fields, they'll have like a little lean-to or a little shed type thing with an open face in case there's like a bad storm all of a sudden for livestock to go hide under, which is really nice. There's like a little sheep shed. I like this one, it's pretty cute. Close that back up, and let's go to the big sheep barn over here. this is definitely taking up most of my time on this side so far. And this is going to be the big thing of this round. And I don't know if it really compares to the maze, but I think it's going to be pretty difficult, even for my friend who's a lot better at parkour than me. And so I'll try each phase once. Okay, besides that, I guess. Because I'm really bad at parkour, as you just saw. I just do not have timing down. But obviously, because I'm going to be playing the map, and I know where a lot of the good stuff is, I wanted my friend to have some challenges where she would excel at too. So that's why I made some parkour challenges, even though I'm really not good at them. Alright, I'm just going to cheat and go to the last spot. I did test every one of these jumps. They're all doable. I know this one's doable too, it's just a pain in the butt. Because you have to come right off the edge of the stair. Okay, never mind, I'm not doing that. But I did it earlier. You just have to trust me. But then you come up here, and then it goes up and all the way across to there. And basically, you can come over here. And I can reach it in creative mode. But if I turned it into survival mode, I would not be able to reach it all. So I think the max distance for opening something. Should I check real quick? Okay, yeah, let me see. Settings. Because I don't want... Okay, no, I cannot reach this. Even if I stand right here, I cannot reach that. There's going to be a pool down there where you can land safely in the water. You know. See, yeah, that's a pretty good chest. And let's try some of this. I am not good at fence parkour at all. Like, that's pretty much the easiest jump you can do in fence parkour, and I cannot do it. Alright, enough of that. I'm just going to cheat up here. I'm not even good at cheating. Okay, I'm not good at this. So basically what you have to do is you have to jump. Okay, I know you can do this. I literally just did it. Okay, and then you have to jump onto there. Well, I guess you can just jump kind of off of it, but it's not as fun. And then you have to do these stupid ladder jumps, and I hate them. And then there's some ladder parkour, which I also hate. Hopefully she can do this, because I cannot. So let's just skip over this and get to the last bit. There's just these, like, last couple of bits. They're not too challenging. You don't really want to, like, undershoot or overshoot this at all. But, you know, it's really not that hard to miss. No, I mean, it is hard to miss. I am so tired. Yeah, we already looked at that chest, I think. That's pretty much everything I have so far. I'll just take a quick flyover to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. This is about where the spawn point would be set. So, I doubt very many people have watched this, but if you did, thank you. And I guess that's all.